what we've got here, this is a HiBlow HP80, and the full number is the actual HP80 0110, and this is a aerobic septic system air pump. And this thing it's probably been in place 20 years, give or take. And a couple years ago, just doing regular maintenance on it. I don't know the full history of it because I haven't. It was there before me, but I'm fairly certain it's never been replaced. It quit working a couple years ago, and the switch actually broke. And I put a tie wrap on here, and it quit working again just recently. Last week, came and looked. The switch had broke again, or the tie wrap broke. So it's supposed to have a switch here that's holds this contact up against here, and it was just plastic and it just broke off. So I put a tie wrap around it, holding it together, and that lasted for a few years, and the tie wrap broke. But what I noticed is when I came out and I fixed it, put a new tie wrap on it, I noticed the diaphragms were busted. And so you can order just a diaphragm kit. A diaphragm kit, I think, is like $40-something, or you can buy the whole assembly here. It has the check valves and everything, and it was like $70, I think, and it comes with the filter. And of course, I guess some screws, and oh look, it actually came with, that's what broke before. So it's a little, I think it's plastic, little plastic screw that screws in here, and it holds that together, and that's what broke before. And so that worked out well because it came with the new one. So we'll be able to take that tie wrap off and put it back like it's supposed to be. That's cool. I wonder if that's meant, if the diaphragms break and it kind of starts going crazy, if it breaks that off. Now when I put this in before, it was okay. The diaphragms were okay. This had just broke. But I'm wondering if that's kind of their fail-safe, that when the diaphragms go bad, it extends past what it's supposed to go, and it trips this thing up and shears this off. That may be. So I guess we can go ahead and just cut this tie wrap off because we do not need it. Alright, so let's take this off. We'll just cover one side of it, so this isn't too long of a video. You've got, of course, this hose right here. Take the clamp off. Yeah, so since I don't know if this thing's ever been rebuilt before, I opted to go ahead and buy the whole kit that included this piece with the check valves and everything. I figured that was probably the safe option. But next time around I might just buy, it depends on what these look like. These check valves still look pretty good after this amount of time. Next time I'll probably just buy the diaphragm kit. But it did come with a new air filter too, and it probably needs replacing at this point in time. So let's see if we twist that and get that off. And let's see. I'm gonna get a better screwdriver. It's a little small. All right, so this thing's super easy to rebuild. I've never rebuilt one, but just looking at it, looks like there's nothing to it. So if you've got one of these, there's no sense in paying. I'm sure if you called a septic company out they would charge quite a bit to rebuild one of these pumps. This thing actually has an alarm, and if this pump turns off, the alarm goes off. So that's how I knew it had turned off. And it's possible that when those, this thing may have flipped up. Maybe the diaphragms did break, and it flipped up and broke my tie wrap. Because I had it was one of those little small tie wraps on it. So that may have been what happened. Maybe. I kind of think that's what they intend with that little plastic screw, is that if the diaphragms go bad, this extends, it starts going further than it should, and it pushes this piece up and like that, and it breaks contact right here. I'm just guessing. You can get your go-kart if you want. It's charged. Uh-huh. It's right there.
It's kind of been getting, like, this one hasn't been getting a little stuff, so.
Alright.
And this one's almost dead.
Okay.
So I was just putting it up.
Alright. Take these. Should have got my drill. Ran these out quick. Alright, so let's see what this looks like. Yep, completely used up. Let's see if we can separate this and see what the check valves look like. Yeah, they are gone. Check valves, once cleaned up, would probably be okay. But these are done. In fact, it beat the center out of the piece. That would have been probably that piece right there. So that's it just beat that thing up. Alright, so this so that nut should go on the inside, should tighten up against here. So let me go get a socket, actually that'll fit that. Alright, 7mm. Like I said, I've never had one of these things apart. I think it came, that's probably what these new nuts are for. Right here, a new nut, a new washer. Yeah, they're lock nuts. So they give you new nuts that come with these. Like I said, this, to make sure you line up the halves correctly. So you got a notch here. This notch goes on that side, which would face this way. So this will go on just like this. And that thing is pushed way over this side. There we go. And it hits that shoulder on the other side, so you can go ahead and just tighten this up. Hits that plastic shoulder. It kind of locks it in place. It's got a notch on this piece. This notch right here kind of fits in there. Just going to go ahead and line that up. The screw holes. Don't need to over torque it. Should be good. And it looks like that'll line up well. Put this on. Perfect. We'll take our screws, start those. Looks like this kit may fit the 60 and the 80, or at least one of the parts said that. This HP60.80. I don't know if the, looks like that's the same as well, 60 and 80. So I'll save these because these check valves are probably still good. So if I had an issue with a check valve, I probably could swap one of these on there. They do not look like they're rebuildable. So once they're done, they're done. So let's see. Grab these other two screws. Yeah, so kind of a different video today. I mean, not every day you get to see rebuilding part of a septic tank, but at least you get to see a clean part of doing it. I mean, if you're going to watch a septic video, wouldn't you rather watch rebuilding an air pump than, you know, maybe pumping out a septic tank or something like that? Definitely I'd rather be working on this than dealing with what's in the tank. So this is definitely nice for a septic job. Alright, so that is on. I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing to the other side. I'm not going to video that. I'll just do that real quick and then I'll pick back up and we'll do the screw here, we'll put it all together, put the new air filter on it, all that kind of stuff. I wasn't going to show y'all this side, but I figured I'd show y'all this because this side actually was still attached. So I had to separate it here. This diaphragm is pretty much gone, but it is still sort of attached. I probably ripped it a little bit more when I went to pull this off because that seal was stuck pretty well. So this is what you would normally see upon disassembly. You would separate the two halves and then just go ahead and just take this nut off, and then that would free off this diaphragm piece. These check valves, you know, just by looking at them, they look okay. You know, who knows if they actually would hold. So, and then this piece just comes off like that. Yeah, so this one looks identical to the old one. All right, so got this side all back together. It went together just same as the other side. No issues. Put these up just like this. And after looking at this, the way this is made, that's exactly what it does. Is once it goes too far, it breaks the little plastic bolt off. And so this one looks like my tie wrap lasted a little too long. So, well, if you look, push this through this side. Alright, so got that, and we just need to tighten this down. Trying not to lose this little nut like I just did. There it goes. Try this again. All right, so that's started. Alright, it's tight. Now we can put the lid back on. I blew off the inside of it. I forgot to do the outside of it. Let me go blow this off real quick. Alright, so in the lid, this thing, I'm going to go ahead and set the lid on it. Let's see, does it matter which way it goes? Let's see. Doesn't look like it matters. Looks like it's got cutouts both ways for the cord. No, it doesn't matter. So we'll just put it this way. Take this back off. Take the filter out. I already lifted the filter up and blew it out. This new one in. Looks much better. Drop this back on. I have to compress that filter material down. Be good. And put the screws back around the outside of it. Just 4 screws around the one in each corner, of course. Alright, that was pretty quick and easy. I'm going to take it back out and install it, but we'll leave this video off here. So thanks for watching. Leave a comment down below, hit the like button, and subscribe for more. I'll leave a link in the description to the complete rebuild kit like I got, and I'll also put that diaphragm kit on there in case you... Oh, gotta pull the cover back off. I forgot this. So I'm going to pull it back off. I'll put this back on it, and then I don't have to show that. So thanks.